Il fait clown comme son père.
Mon père, c'est pas un clown, mon père, c'est un espagnol.
Son of the Matador, what did you think?
So I guess his point was protecting his own culture with the guest culture, which was Belgium, and was protecting the Belgium, the guest culture, with his own people. So this was a complete approach.
That's interesting. I didn't even think of that angle. This was a metaphor for culture.
The guy was supposed to paint, so he painted the crowd. So the father was the matador. And so this was his own culture in the school which was in Belgium. And the father asked to sing with own people, own Spanish people, and he didn't sing. So this was
And they asked him to sing in French, and he won't do it either.
yeah.
Interesting, very interesting. I didn't take it that way, but that's a very, very interesting take on it. I took it as this was an artist. This was somebody who didn't perform to the world for his attention. He was an artist, and that artistic soul is in tension with his father's showmanship, and hollow showmanship at that.
I get a sense that the kid is actually proud of his Spanish culture, but he just doesn't want to, perform that in front of the public because he's heard his dad being ridiculed as a clown for being a bullfighter, and then when he's actually proud about what his dad does by drawing that bull, but then his teacher criticized him, and so I felt like he's probably just he just doesn't want to show, him being proud in front of non-Spanish people in the new country. But he's actually proud that he was singing a Spanish song in the alley as well.
It had echoes of the other father-son thing. And I think the metaphor that it's a bullfighter, like a bully, he bullied his son.
And yeah, he did. He really puts his son on display, right? Like this is a person who. And then what was with the bravado of buying everybody a beer? What was he fighting against? What's he so afraid of?
I think his father. He's obviously he hasn't gotten over the fact that his career ended, so he became an alcoholic. Now he spends all his time in the bar, having drinks with people that are not really his friends, even though he said, to all my friends or whatever. His son, yeah, he's very proud of his dad's past. His dad doesn't really see the passion that he has for that. He puts him on the spot to sing, but singing is not maybe the passion. His passion would be to actually show, hey dad, look at the moves in MATADOR, So yeah, it's really, really interesting. That's my point of view, like what I saw in the movie, and the ending scene is kind of like, yeah, like he continues with his passion, but he doesn't really want to step in at home where they don't really recognize that, they don't see that in him.
See, I thought it was interesting. His father is this big showman, attention, needs a crowd, and he's very artistic and kind of quiet. He starts the piece alone, he ends the piece alone. But his father tries to put him on display through an artistic avenue. Sing for the people. Dance, monkey, dance. But it still doesn't work. And so the son is yet to see his father's clay feet, but you can see it coming.
Saw it in a different lens. I kind of saw it as a child who does look up to his father, in an aspirational point of view, as he kind of illustrated his pride in his heritage, his father's lineage. I think it is more of a coming of an age story to me. That's how I saw it, as a child, as young as he was, to maybe get put on the stage so abruptly. Perhaps he was embarrassed that he may let his father down because he looked up to him as a hero or as an idol, or as a what is it called, a mentor, right? So I found it interesting how he shied away at that moment But you know, it being a short film, you can't say for sure, but in my mind, I would hope that perhaps in the future, 5 years from later, perhaps he does become a matador or a singer, and you know, and who knows, maybe his dad is very proud of him at that point. He seemed very enthusiastic to try to, in some way, encourage, you know, his artistic and presentation skills or whatever. So I saw it from that lens.
Yeah, that's a very interesting case. Like, this kid is standing at a fork in the road, and one, his father and him have a good relationship, they kind of walk in each other's footsteps, and in the other, there's just decadence. The father is decadent, and I mean that in the sense that he is decaying, and what will become of the son?
It could also be that because he's a boy, he doesn't really have a personality yet, so he's taking on the father and trying to make him proud. A lot of boys do that, but as soon as they get close to the father, it's not enough. The dad wants more, he's so intense and overwhelming that he freezes up. And I guess when he grows older and adolescence, that style you said earlier about him is more subdued and observant versus the grandeur of the dad's failed showmanship. That's going to butt heads more.
I found the last scene the most disturbing. I didn't understand it. He's sitting on the stoop of his house in the dark as the lights inside the house went out. So he seems to be kind of floating without, I mean, you don't know his house or his family situation, but I found it very disturbing.
And it does really kind of echo this sense of solitude.
I actually thought the kid was the matador of this entire film, and that he was always in control. No one was able to tell him what to do, and he took his time. He was patient. He didn't feel like he didn't seem like he was flustered by anything.